Is this the time to renovate to sell? A lot of our clients are asking this question, and we thought to share with you a few ideas and to see how to go about it.
The first part of the conversation is renovating the house with an intention of selling it. And a lot of Canadians in the past 2 years have accumulated substantial amounts of money, and some of that money is going into home renovation. If you're thinking about selling your house and you're thinking about improving its value for sale, there are a few important points for you to consider. First point being is that real estate market is seasonal. We're right now in the month of April, and usually the months of February, March, April, May, and June are the height, the peak of the market. Things start slowing down by the time July rolls around. So if you're planning your renos right now in the month of April, you need to plan pretty carefully because prices will drop in July and August in a stable market. And we haven't gotten to the point where we're discussing the market conditions right now. We're saying in a stable market, things will drop, prices will drop, volume will drop by as much as 5 to 8%. The same thing will happen in the fall.
That's right.
Yeah, So if you're thinking about renovating in September, October, with the intention of finishing up sometime in December, you won't be able to put it up in the market right away because in December and the first couple of weeks of January, prices will fall again by 5 to 8%. Stable market, remember? So that's something for you to keep in mind.
So another thing to remember is that the contractors are usually very busy during the spring market and the fall market. So you scheduling them in during these periods is going to be a big challenge. At the same time, contractors finishing the projects on time during these periods is very challenging as well. So they are going to get paid for the job done. But for you, if you are delayed by coming to the market, even within a week or two, would have a huge negative impact on the price expectation, especially on a market that could be unbalanced and you don't even know what's going to happen next.
Another thing that's very important is renovation costs. If you had experience renovating a few years back and you still remember those prices, you'll be unpleasantly surprised once you start getting quotes from the contractors today. So the renovations have gone up in price by about a factor of 2. So what a lot of homeowners start considering is that, well, we're going to give some jobs to the contractor and some jobs I'm going to do myself because they feel easy. What's going to happen as the end result is that you're going to have a mishmash and the patchwork of renos, and the buyers, when they start going through the house, what's on the market, will obviously see that. So as a consequence, they will not be prepared to pay either anything for the house, thinking that they would rather buy the house next door, or they will start negotiating the price down substantially just because the quality does not seem to be there. Be very considerate of that, and it's very important to hire a high quality contractor and not do the job yourself, something that you don't know anything about.
That's correct. Another thing to remember is that your vision of renovation could be completely different than the vision of the potential buyer. You might want to choose a selection of materials that might not necessarily be the selection of materials a potential buyer wants. Or you want to have the space, the floor plan differently than a potential buyer wants. So consider that this could have a negative impact if you want to use some shortcuts or not really have the right choice of materials or the right floor plan or spacing and functionality that might be suitable for any potential buyers.
And lastly, and most importantly, does it make sense to start the renos right now with an intention of selling the house right after the renos are completed? The answer is no. We would never make such a recommendation in a market that's declining or uncertain, and we are in a very uncertain market. The Bank of Canada made it clear that they're planning to bring interest rates up by 2 percentage points by the end of the year, and that will bring about a corresponding purchasing power decline for buyers of 20%. So if you were qualifying for a mortgage of $1 million just a few months ago, at the end of the year, you'll only qualify for a mortgage of $800,000.
And that's, of course, an indication. It could be a drop that would be more significant, 20% or less.
So if you were to start the renos now, it could take you anywhere, depending on the scope, from 1 month to 6 months or even longer. And by the time you're done, the market is going to be in a completely different place. So if you're thinking about renovating for yourself, you're not thinking about selling, yes, that could be a great idea right now. But if you are intending to sell, the time to come to the market is right now.
Guys, remember, timing is everything. And if you are considering selling your home and you simply wonder whether you need to do certain renovation, whether minor or major, give us a call. We would be happy to offer you a complimentary home evaluation and talk about the timing, where we are and where we are heading. And if there is any way we can help, we are here for you.
And don't forget to hit the like button. This way, this video will reach more viewers. Don't forget to subscribe, and it'd be great to see some of your questions in the comments below, and we'll make sure to address them in the future videos.
See you next time, guys.
See you.